Most people subscribe to financial apps without doing one simple calculation. First, they never ask whether the monthly fee is actually saving them more money than it costs. And that's exactly why so many people end up paying for features they barely use. Here's the truth no one tells you. Albert Genius is not automatically a bad deal or a great deal. Its value depends almost entirely on how you use the app and what financial problems you're trying to solve. And in 2026, with subscription fatigue everywhere, this matters more than ever. In this video, I'll explain what Albert Genius actually includes, whether the $14.99 monthly fee makes sense, who should probably avoid it completely, the hidden costs most users overlook, and the one type of user that tends to benefit the most from the platform. And later, I'll show you the simplest way to decide if Genius is worth paying for in less than 2 minutes. So let's get straight into it. First, what exactly is Albert Genius? Albert Genius is the premium subscription tier inside the Albert ecosystem. It typically includes access to financial tools like cash advance functionality, budgeting insights, automated saving features, and financial guidance features, depending on the current version of the platform. Sounds useful. But here's the problem. Many users subscribe emotionally during financial stress without calculating whether they'll consistently use the features long term. That's where mistakes happen. Now, let's make this practical. Imagine Jake downloads Albert because he needs emergency cash flexibility occasionally. He signs up for Genius quickly because it unlocks access to certain app features. But after the first month, he barely opens the app again. Now the subscription quietly renews every month while delivering minimal real value. That happens constantly. Now compare that to Alex. Alex actively uses budgeting tools, tracks spending, manages savings goals, and occasionally benefits from advance-related features during temporary cash flow gaps. For Alex, the subscription may feel much more worthwhile because the tools actually integrate into daily financial behavior. That difference matters enormously. Now here's where most people fail. They focus only on the cash advance feature while ignoring the total subscription economics. This is critical. Because if someone only needs emergency cash once every few months, paying a recurring monthly fee may not make financial sense compared to alternative options. Now in a minute, I'll show you the easiest test for deciding whether Genius is actually worth the money for your specific situation. But first, let's discuss the feature most users care about most. Cash advances. A major reason people consider Albert Genius is access to Albert Instant Cash Advance functionality. And honestly, this is where the app attracts attention quickly. The idea of accessing emergency cash before payday feels extremely appealing during financial pressure. But here's where things get interesting. The usefulness of that feature depends heavily on personal financial habits. For example, someone regularly living paycheck to paycheck may feel temporary relief from cash advances. But if the underlying budgeting problem never improves, recurring advances can create dependency patterns over time. This is where many users misunderstand these apps completely. Cash advances solve timing problems, not long-term income problems. Now let's talk about budgeting features because this area gets overlooked constantly. Some users genuinely benefit from automated spending tracking and financial insights. And honestly, behavioral awareness can improve financial habits significantly for certain people. For example, John realizes through spending analysis that he's quietly spending hundreds monthly on food delivery and subscriptions he barely uses. That visibility alone may save more money than the subscription fee costs. That's real value. But here's the problem. Many people never actually engage with the budgeting side consistently. They subscribe for emergency cash access only. That dramatically changes the value equation. Now, here's where it gets interesting again. Convenience itself has value for some users. A simple interface, combined tools, and centralized financial tracking may reduce stress and friction compared to juggling multiple apps separately. And honestly, ease of use matters more than many people realize. The best financial system is often the one you'll actually stick with. Now let's discuss another hidden issue. Subscription stacking. This is becoming a huge problem in 2026. People quietly accumulate WA. Streaming subscriptions. Fitness subscriptions. AI subscriptions. Finance app subscriptions. Delivery memberships. And productivity tools. Individually, each fee feels manageable. Combined, they become expensive fast. This is why every recurring charge deserves careful evaluation. Now here's the easiest test I mentioned earlier. Ask yourself 3 questions. Am I actively using the budgeting or financial tools weekly? Am I consistently getting meaningful value from the app beyond occasional emergencies? And would canceling the subscription genuinely hurt my financial organization or flexibility? If the answer is mostly no, the subscription may not be worth keeping. Simple. Now here's where most people fail again. They confuse access with usefulness. Just because a feature exists does not mean it creates meaningful value for your life specifically. This applies to almost every subscription service today. Now, let's talk about another important factor. Alternative options. Some users may honestly benefit more from basic budgeting apps, traditional savings habits, or simpler financial tools with lower recurring costs. Others may prefer Albert because they value integrated features inside one platform. Neither approach is automatically wrong. The key is alignment. Now, here's where things get interesting. The people who often get the strongest value from apps like Albert Genius are users actively trying to improve financial habits consistently. Not just users seeking quick emergency cash repeatedly. That distinction matters enormously, because engagement level determines value extraction. Now let's discuss another hidden psychological factor. Automation. Some users save money more effectively when systems automate financial behaviors quietly in the background. For example, small automatic savings transfers can gradually build emergency funds without requiring daily disciplined decisions. And honestly, automation helps many people who struggle with manual budgeting systems. Now here's the mistake many users make. They subscribe expecting the app itself to fix financial stress automatically. No app can fully replace income growth, budget discipline, expense control, or long-term planning. Technology can support better habits, but it cannot create them alone. Now let's answer another common question. Is $14.99 per month objectively expensive? That depends entirely on the value received. If the platform helps someone avoid overdraft fees, improve budgeting, organize finances, and reduce financial mistakes consistently, the fee may feel reasonable. But if the app mostly sits unused after the initial sign-up, the economics become much weaker quickly. Now here's where most people fail once again. They never review subscriptions after signing up. That's dangerous. A smart habit is reviewing all recurring subscriptions every few months and asking, am I actively using this enough to justify the cost? That one habit alone can save serious money annually. Now, before we finish, let's summarize the key idea clearly. Is Albert Genius worth $14.99 per month? For some users, yes. Especially people actively using the financial tools, budgeting features, automation systems, and occasional cash flexibility, consistently. But for users only seeking rare emergency cash access or barely engaging with the platform, the value proposition becomes much weaker. That's the honest answer. Now here's the most important takeaway. The real value of Albert Genius depends less on the feature list itself and more on whether the app meaningfully improves your financial behavior consistently over time. That's the hidden rule most people miss completely. So here's the bottom line. Albert Genius can absolutely feel worthwhile in 2026 for users who actively use the ecosystem regularly and gain measurable convenience or financial improvement from it. But paying monthly for features you rarely touch is one of the easiest ways subscriptions quietly drain your money over time. That's why intentional usage matters. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with the financial app subscription you actually use the most right now. And if you want, I can also compare Albert Genius directly against Dave, Rocket Money, and Empower for budgeting tools and overall value.